Still got all of that, but again, just give us some kind of approximate figure of how many of those you were able to rescue via helicopter and also via the canoes.
Yeah, you see, like I told you, Ibadan is very vast, comprising of 11 local government areas. So we did the work in segments. I was in charge of a team that covered Agbowo, Polytechnic Road, Apete, and the State Waterworks. In that region, I can comfortably tell you that we had 9 casualties. 9. And I can account for every casualty in that region, and I can give you the figure 9. 5 in a particular place, 3 in a place, and the 4th person was in hospital, but later he survived.
So at the moment, now that you just mentioned waterworks, you tell us, because the rains fell for a period of, let's say, 5-6 hours. Was there any burst dam, water dam in Ibadan? What actually happened? Let's look at the cause of this particular disaster.
I'm quite familiar with the terrain. The waterworks did not burst, but the inflow of flood water from upstream overpowered the capacity of the waterworks to hold. It did not just come in trickles, it came in a flood. And so the volume of water surpassed the capacity of the dam. So the excess water flew across the barrier of the dam.
So it wasn't like as if it broke like it was widely reported?
There was no breakage. The only breakage you could say is that there is a gap, a stop-gap device made of concrete, which is no more than 5 feet. That one broke. But if you were at the waterworks, the height of the level to which the flood rose within the precinct of the waterworks was about 10 feet. Sure. Submerging their equipment, the warehouse where they store purifying materials, iron, chlorine, and water fuel, and some of their plants. So if you imagine that kind of magnitude of flood, I mean, it was not that the water. Okay. I mean, the dam broke.
You're giving us the figures from the locality that you covered.
Sure.
What about generally? How many were?
Yeah, we were to collate sectorially and give you the figure to the office of the deputy governor.
You haven't done that yet.
I've done that. I've given my own
so
figure.
What do you think about it? How many was your figure?
9.
No, I mean for the entire Ibadan.
No, I wouldn't know that. It is the baby of the state government. I mean, to collect from different sectors and give figure to the public.
Okay, so how will you describe us?
Yeah, you're going to comment on that figure.
Sorry. Sure, I was going to comment on the figure given by the Compass. 102
by
dead.
Red Cross?
No, Compass reporting Red Cross.
So the authority there
sure, see Meriga that they alleged to have given this figure. Meriga is one of our key stakeholders. He's in the Red Cross. Meriga is in Abuja. I know Meriga too well. It is not the area of coverage of Meriga. Meriga couldn't have cooked a figure from his head to give to the newspapers. So the source is questionable. It's extremely outrageous.
We try to put a little bit of logic in this. First, we saw a daily that says at least these are verifiable facts. A member of staff of FRCN in Ibadan, they lost 6 members. It is 6. That is just in one family. Another was reported to have lost 4. That is 10. That is way beyond the 9 you just talked about. So we all.
Even if you add the 9,
yes,
and you have about 4 sectors, 4 times 9 is 36 for God's sake. And the sector I covered, I think I had the most number.
Let's not forget that people have said that there's still a host of people that are missing. I mean, they still haven't been found. So
let me give you an insight. If the 4 of us here saw corpses on a particular stream floating, and let's say 4 corpses, 4 of us, I independently called the agencies or the authority. I gave the 4 number of persons that died, and you do the same thing, and the person is not asking you where is your figure coming from. You would have erroneously taken 16 people dead instead of 4 because we reported differently.
Assuming they don't ask, are we taking for granted that they don't ask the locations that these are?
You know the people, like in Ibadan, If you are around the airport, it is called Alakia Isebo. If someone tells you it's from Alakia, the other person tells you it's from Isebo.
You can't give us a figure yet. You say it's
no, I've given you my figure, 9.
I'm talking about general figures.
Your point is that this figure is way too high.
Outrageous.
But the chances that this could be the worst case scenario. I mean, it's good to prepare our minds for what exactly
it's good for planning.
Exactly.
This figure is good for planning. Is good for preparedness. So that in future occurrences, if you have this figure and it's going to be this, you would have been able to take care of the situation.
Any relief effort on the ground now to speak?
Say?
Relief effort on the ground.
Oh, sure. You see, the thing happened on a Saturday. By Sunday, the Director General of NEMA was here, all the way from Saudi Arabia. On Saturday, he gave a marching order that we should move relief materials to Ibadan. I said, God, please, you are yet to approve our recommendation. So anything you put, I will approve. So because of the magnitude of the problem, we recommended various relief materials comprising of household items, blankets, mattresses, food items, sanitary wares, so that people can take, detergent, soap, and what have you.
Is there a makeshift tent to put all of that? A man who doesn't have a roof, where is he going to put the mattress?
No, there is an IDP camp being set up by the state government.
Okay.
You have figures on those how many have been displaced? Does NEMA have figures of how many have been displaced?
No, it's a continuous exercise. And
so because if you're getting relief materials, you're working with numbers.
No, you work with numbers. But when you are on initial rapid assessment, you just have to estimate.
Yeah, but now
you cannot wait till you get the old figure.
Granted.
The figures are still coming in. If you wait till that time, you would have.
Are you still at the initial stage, or you have moved beyond?
No, we have moved beyond the initial stage.
So you still don't have
about
figures.
8 traders of relief materials are already in Ibadan, and out of the 14 recommended. And when you say 14 traders of 30 tons, you are talking about 420 tons of material.